Hello, I'm speaking to you today in regards to the epidemic of puppy mills in the United States. Puppy mills are where mass breedings of dogs occur. It is a very sad issue that people really should be aware of. Puppy mills originated after World War I. They were originated because farmers were looking for an alternative supplement of income for farms. Since the dogs are frequently used on farms, the farmers decided that farming the dogs could be a very lucrative business, and that's how it started. Here are some facts that I've developed about puppy mills. These facts are taken from the Humane Society. Dogs are kept in small wire cages in puppy mills their entire lives. Most are almost never let out to run around and play. The wire cages can be very dangerous because the dog's feet can become trapped and injured and sometimes have to be amputated. Injuries and diseases are never treated in puppy mills. Dogs live their whole lives diseased and produce diseased puppies, and those puppies are given to people that really want dogs and don't realize that these dogs have diseases. And 50% of them, especially in the state of California, which did a poll, die after they were purchased from pet stores. They're forced to live in their own waste. They're hardly ever cleaned, the small wire cages. Often dogs are debarked by ramming steel rods down their throat, which ruptures their vocal cords. State-funded survey, like I said, in California said nearly half the puppies that are sold in pet stores were sick or dying of a disease. Is that really the type of dog that you want to take home to your family? Female dogs are forced to breed their whole lives from when they first go into heat until their very last cycle. And for most dogs, this cycle ends around 5 years. So when the dog ends their cycle, they're most likely killed, and killed in very inhumane ways. I put together a graph here that actually demonstrates where the puppy mills in the United States are. Most are actually in the Midwest, but there is a very large part in Pennsylvania over here, which is actually a $4 million business in Pennsylvania, which is obviously very large. There has been some legislation passed in the United States. I found this information off the ASPCA website. Animal Welfare Act is something that actually ensures that breeders provide humane treatments to animals in their care. This means they are providing them with food, water, a safe place to stay, but unfortunately there's no way to regulate this law due to the amount of puppy mills that are in the United States and the fact that the owners don't register their dogs. There's also something called Proposition B in Missouri. This actually banned wire bottom cages in order to prevent injuries from dogs, or for dogs. The United States Department of Agriculture is actually supposed to ensure these laws. The problem is that there are only 96 agents in this whole USDA. So what happens is that they take care of the puppy mills, they take care of the zoos, circuses, animal testing labs, among other areas. So they're just spread too thin to be able to regulate and enforce animal cruelty laws. So what can you guys do? Stop buying from pet stores. Buying from pet stores just encourages breeders to mass produce. Check out the breeder you're actually buying from. Demand to see where the dogs are coming from, the conditions they live in. If they're not in great conditions and up to the Animal Welfare Act standards, contact the United States Department of Agriculture. Also, if you feel strongly about this, you can also contact your legislation by writing letters to encourage them to enforce existing laws. Visit shelters when you're looking for a dog or cat. There are hundreds of great shelters. I put together a chart here that actually shows the amount of dogs that are euthanized in the United States yearly. This is from 2007. Most dogs are actually euthanized for temperament. And this, in large part, is because of the puppy mills in the United States and the amount of people that actually buy from pet stores and puppy mills expecting to get a good dog, and they really don't. So I actually bought a dog from a shelter in Texas. It was a kill shelter. She's actually right here. Ugh. And she's a really, really good dog. So I advise you to save a life and adopt a dog, right? Say hi. Thanks, guys.